Good morning, aspirants. This is me, Yasmin Gill, presenting to you the PIB MCQs of 6th of January. So you can follow all these videos on this particular link, and do not forget to rate and review the videos. And how can you do so? Go on unacademy, search PIB January. So you'll come across a separate MCQ course. Just click on that, and under review section, you can write a review and also give via stars. You can also give star ratings. So beginning with the couple of instructions, do watch yesterday's PIB summary, although mainly mains oriented, but there were certain points related to prelims as well. And also, once you do all the questions, do mention your scorecard. Beginning with the first question, which among them are the proposed changes by FM, that is Finance Ministry, to the Chit Funds Act? So we know because of Rose Valley, particularly chit funds have come into a lot of bad name. So looking at the correct options here, A, tightening of the definition to replace chits with fraternity funds. B, fraternity funds are the ones that can only accept deposits. C, allowing the e-auction of chit funds. D, allowing states to decide the aggregate amount of chit funds. And well, the correct answer to this particular question is C, other than B, rest all of them are correct. So we have here A, C, D as the correct option. Now why is B wrong? See, initially as per the law, that is Chit Funds Act, chit funds can only accept deposits. Chit funds cannot accept deposits and cannot offer financial products. So this is the whole thing of it. But see, if you look at fraternity funds, they are in the nature of saving as well as borrowing scheme. So therefore, chit funds would be replaced by fraternity funds. Next. Which among them is true of chit funds? A, in chit funds, individuals come together for a predetermined period. B, collected pool is given to one individual. C, chit funds fall in the state list. D, chit funds are enforced by state government. So looking at options here, the first one absolutely correct. They come together for a predetermined period. B, all the collected money is given to one individual and this is via some bidding procedure. C, chit funds fall in state list. This is wrong. Chit funds fall under concurrent list. If you look at D, they are enforced by state government. Yes, the enforcement lies with the state government. So hereby we have only A, B, D as the correct option. See, this collected pool involves deposits, right? But otherwise, as per the law, chit funds are not supposed to take the deposits, but we know people are lured or attracted into this particular savings scheme and therefore deposits are pooled in. Next. Which among them is true of fog? Now, why do we have to study fog and types of fog? See, we know there's a new experiment coming up. In fact, we did it in PIB last month also, which is a winter fog experiment. I think it's known as YFEX, winter fog experiment. So, this is to be done by Ministry of Earth Sciences with a pilot project at Delhi, Indira Gandhi International Airport. So, in that context, there was an article few days back in Indian Express. So, we'll be doing it today. So, which among them is true? A, radiation fog stays close to the surface. B, valley fog is also known as ground fog. C, advection fog forms when warm, moist air passes over a cool surface, causing the water droplets to condense. D, valley fog can last for several days. E, valley fog is usually seen on cloud-covered mountain tops. So, when looking at the option, the first one, radiation fog stays close to the surface, absolutely correct. And therefore, it is not valley fog which is known as ground fog, rather radiation fog which is known as ground fog. Let's study more about it. See, radiation fog is something which is usually formed in winter evenings when the surface as well as the air above it cools. Now, what happens is because of this cooling, now, what is the basic idea of radiation here? See, whatever is the amount of heat that is absorbed by the surface during the day is radiated by the evening. Therefore, it is common during evenings. And once this heat is radiated, all the water droplets, I would say the it actually condenses. The water droplets actually condenses, and therefore I actually wanted to say that vapors condenses. Okay, so vapors, they actually condense and form the fog. So it is also known as ground fog as it lays close to the surface. If you look at B, this absolutely stands wrong. If you look at C, absolutely correct. Advection fog forms when warm, moist air passes over a cool surface. If you look at D, valley fog, yes, because between the two mountains there's a valley, right? Now this actually gets trapped in between those mountains. It takes several days to go off. So valley fog can last for several days. And if you look at last option, it is usually seen on cloud-covered mountain tops. No, something which has to do with valley cannot be found over mountain tops, right? So it is the freezing fog which is usually found on mountain tops. Freezing fog is something which is formed when the droplets, they freeze over solid surfaces. Also, you can find the corresponding article here. Next, which among them is true? A, dementia is a neurological disease. B, it is mainly caused by Alzheimer's disease. C, brain cell CL loss in this disease. D, people living close to heavy traffic areas have higher risks of developing dementia. So why this is important, we'll study in the next slide. And the correct option here are, the first one is correct, so is B. If you look at C, this is also correct, and D is also correct. So we have all of them as the correct option. See, this is a study by a very popular medical journal Lancet. So Lancet has brought about the fact that people living close to traffic areas, they actually can see a drop in their brain cell count causing dementia, which actually causes a lot of problem with the memory retention. Next, which among them is true of Gopabandhu Das? Something we did in PIB yesterday. A. He was fondly known as Utkalmani. B. Gandhiji rightly called him father of the national movement in Odisha. C. He was also a member of Servants of People's Society. So looking at options, we know the first one is correct, right? If you look at B, it was not Gandhiji who called him as the father of national movement, rather Subash Chandra Bose. If you look at C, yes, he was a member of Servants of People's Society. Now do mention in the comment section who was the founder of this particular society, which was formed mainly for the social work purposes. So we have here A and C as the correct options. Next, which among them is true? A. Netherlands has come up with the world's first durable solar road. B. The roadway is also called wattway. C. Coverage of panels with a resin containing sheets of silicon makes it durable. D. World's first solar bike path was installed in Germany. So this is a recent amazing discovery, and looking at the options here, the first one is absolutely wrong. Why? See, because it is not Netherlands that came up with the first durable solar road. Do remember the fact that it is durable solar road. It came up, this was the idea which was brought up by France. This has been a recent discovery and a recent, I would say, technology related invention. Or if you look at B, the roadway is also called wattway. Yes, absolutely true. If you look at C, coverage of panels. Yes, this is something which makes it durable. The panels are covered with a resin that contains sheets of silicon. So we here have B and C as the correct option. If you look at D, first solar bike path. This was mainly oriented for light vehicles because it was not that durable, not covered with resin containing sheets, and this was not in Germany, this was in Netherlands. So world's first solar bike path was in Netherlands, not durable. But the now one, that is by France, it is a durable one, and it becomes the world's first durable solar road. So we here have B and C as the correct option. Next, which among them is true of panda? A. It's a threatened species as per IUCN. B. It is the logo of WWF. C. That WWF stands for World Wildlife Fund. C. They are known for their bamboo consumption. D. Pandas use a lot of energy for their survival. So looking at the correct option here, the first one absolutely wrong. This very year the species have been upgraded and it is no longer threatened. If you look at B, it is the logo of WWF. Yes, this is very popular, very visible too. If you look at C, also very visible, known for the bamboo consumption. They consume bamboo like they go crazy for bamboos. If you look at D, pandas use a lot of energy. No, they are very, very lazy creatures and they never use a lot of energy. So we here have only B and C as the correct option. Also, earlier their status was threatened, now they have been upgraded to vulnerable. So it has seen a rise in the population due to various conservation efforts. Also do mention in the comment section which is the country which panda is native to. Very important. Also see why do they spend less of energy? Because they have to conserve a lot of energy and they do this via their lazy lifestyles and smaller organs. Also you can follow this article of Hindu. Next. Which state or UT was asked to keep its madrasas open on Fridays? Quite a while back this news was there, but since yesterday there were very less news items, so I have culminated some initial points and initial news items. Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Assam and Delhi. And well, the correct answer to this is Assam. It saw a lot of backlash because Friday is the day when Muslim prayers are done. Next, what is true of them? A. Amazon Echo is an internet connected speaker. B. It acts like a digital assistant. C. Technology that powers Amazon Echo is Alexa. D. The device listens to voices and noises in its range and sends the audio data back to Amazon service. E. It can play music, make to-do lists and search internet as well. So why news? Will do it in the next slide. If you look at options here, the first one absolutely correct, and it is an internet connected speaker. Works like a digital assistant, pretty much like Apple has its digital assistant Siri. So it is something which works like the same way, and the technology that powers it is known as Alexa, and it works on noise signals. Once you give it noise commands or voice commands, whatever you may call it, and it actually functions accordingly. If you look at D and E, they both are also correct. So we here have all of these as the correct option. See, due to a murder in one of the countries, there was this Amazon Echo device which was there, which could help in the detection of who did the murder, and also in that context this was bit in news. This is the corresponding article of the Indian Express. Next, Which among them is true? A. UK has become the first country to legalize 3-parent baby. B. Its fertility regulator is still to approve the process. C. Mitochondria are the single-walled powerhouses of cells. D. They divide independently of the cells. Quickly looking at the options here. UK has become the first country, absolutely true. Fertility regulator is still to approve, no. Just last week itself, its fertility regulator has actually approved the process. So if you look at C, they are not single-walled, rather mitochondria are double-walled powerhouses. If you look at D, they divide independently of the cell. No, they do not divide independently. They do divide independently of the cell, and they have a genome or the DNA of their own. So this is the whole idea. Do check about what this means. It is very important from technology perspective. So A and D are the correct options here. And that's it for today. If you find the initiative useful, do not forget to rate and review it. Thank you so much and have a great day.